This Sunday, I'm going to be preaching about the story of Mary and Martha. Most of us are familiar with the broad strokes of this story. Remember that there are two sisters, that Martha is preparing a meal to share with Jesus, that she asks Jesus to tell her sister to come help her. And instead of doing that, Jesus says that Mary has chosen the better part. This week, although I started out the week thinking that I knew where I was going with this sermon, it's starting to unravel for me, but I'm having a really good time following all of these threads. I began the week thinking about the way the women that I know in my life, have reacted to this story. And many of them have really strong reaction and really hold on to some of the unfairness in this story towards Martha because they relate to Martha. And as I wondered, I started to wonder if the men in my life have a reaction to this story, if they relate to either Mary or Martha, if they have the same visceral connection to the story that the women in my life do. So I've just started asking the men here in the office, my husband, friends, uh, do they relate to either Mary or Martha? Do they have thoughts about what's going on? And the answers have been really interesting and have opened up some really great discussions. So, as we prepare to gather and learn more about this story together on Sunday, I want to read the story to you, and I want you to just reflect in your own mind. Do you relate to one of the sisters? Is there anything about this story, or maybe multiple things about this story, that kind of bothers you or doesn't quite make sense? Is there anything that you're surprised isn't written in what I read? Because I find that myself as well as others kind of fill in some of the details that aren't given in the text. So I invite you to listen to the passage we'll explore in more depth on Sunday and reflect on those things. Now, as they went on their way, he entered a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him. She had a sister named Mary who sat at Jesus' feet and listened to what he was saying. But Martha was distracted by her many tasks, so she came to him and asked, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her then to help me." But the Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and distracted by many things, but few things are needed. Indeed, only one. Mary has chosen the better part, which will not be taken away from her." If you have a particular reaction to this story, shoot me a message. Let me know. I am fascinated by the conversations that have been bubbling up around this story, and I think it speaks to the way that our scriptures are a living document, relevant for our lives now, even though they were written so long ago.